I just heard one of my new favorite ways to explain chords, and the best part about it is it's so simple. I'll be able to explain all of the main chord types in just a few minutes, and all we'll need is a few Oreos. Let's get into it. We need to start with the basic building block of all chords, which is what we call an interval. An interval is the distance between two notes. And there's only two intervals that we need to learn to make all of the major chord types. This is what's so cool and so simple about this method. So the first interval that we need to learn is a major third. A third because it covers 3 white keys. So I'm gonna write capital M3 for major third, and it's gonna be represented by this delicious lemon Oreo. So what makes a major third exactly? Well, it's where we have 4 half steps, meaning all black and white notes between C and E. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna write here 4 half steps large. Great, and the next interval that we need to learn is a minor third, and that's gonna be represented by this, this delicious mint Oreo. And a minor third looks like this. As you can tell, it's a little bit smaller than that major third. So I'm gonna write little m third for minor third. And how many half steps is it? Go ahead and count it. See if you come up with the same number that I do. So in this case, there are 3 half steps there between C and E flat. 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna write 3 half steps with an S. Okay, so these intervals all by themselves don't do very much. It's when we combine them together that the magic really happens. Okay, so let's start with our first chord, a major chord. Now major chords sound bright or they can sound happy. So I'll write happy here. And to make it, we grab a major third. So I'm gonna write major third here. And then we're gonna add a minor third to it. So we start on E, 1, 2, 3 half steps. That's gonna make a minor third. There we go. So that's the first chord, a major chord. Now, what happens if we reverse the order of our intervals? We get something that we call a minor chord. Now, minor chords generally sound sad, or maybe they sound dark. And it's made of a minor third and a major third. So if I go from E to G, 1, 2, 3, 4 half steps, boom, we have a major third right there. Well, what other kinds of chords are out there? Well, they're all combinations of these major and minor thirds. So here's another one, a diminished chord. This has a really bitter flavor. It just has this really intense bitter flavor. And to make a diminished chord, we're gonna swap out that major third for a minor third. So diminished chord is made of 2 minor thirds together. So you can see we've got a minor third here and then a minor third here. Now, you've definitely heard this chord before, sometimes in scary movies. You'll hear some diminished chords that all come in a row. Ooh, that just has like a really tense sound. It just makes me tense up hearing it. And then the opposite of a diminished chord would be what we call a augmented chord. And for that one, we're actually going to do 2 major third intervals. Major third, major third. Ooh, that one's also pretty spicy. Used in jazz a lot. It was also made famous by the soundtrack from The Hunger Games. Do you kind of hear that is like the theme of the Capitol, right? So yeah, there's an augmented chord. And now I have a couple more cool chords to show you. This actually applies to jazz chords as well. Before I jump in there, I just wanted to say, hey, my name is Sylvan. I love teaching piano. This is my jam. And I'm making these videos to share everything that I've learned about teaching piano. And if you want to get more videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And then now we're going to go grab some more jazz chords. All right, so the main type of jazz chord that we're going to study today is what we call a seventh chord. These chords will instantly transform your sound into something a little bit more jazzy. They're really useful to know. So to start out with seventh chords, we're going to start with a major chord. You remember that that is a capital M major third with a lowercase m minor third. A seventh chord is where we're adding a fourth note onto our chord, and it just makes this delicious sound. I love these kinds of chords. So what are we adding here? Pop quiz, what is this interval? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 half steps, so that makes it a major third. So this creates what we call a major seventh chord. So we've got major third, a minor third, and then another major third. Oh, it's got this just sweet sound to it. I love that. So for our next chord, we're going to take that same major chord bass that we learned, drop it down here for a second, and we're going to change something a little bit different. So as you notice, we're adding this B. Another B that we could add would be a B flat. This creates a different kind of 7 chord. And as you guessed it, we're going to use a minor third interval there. So we've got, major third, then we've got minor third, and then another minor third. And this creates what we call a dominant 7th chord. But in chord theory, often we'll just designate this as just 7. So if you ever see just a 7, that's what this is referring to, is this chord made of a major third, a minor third, and another minor third. Oh man, and that one sounds a little more bluesy. It's got a little more tang to it. It's great. I love it. All right, I've got one more 7th chord for you today, or maybe 2 if we get really excited. This one is, we're gonna make a minor 7th chord. So do you remember how we make a minor chord? We're gonna take a minor interval on bottom, a minor third, combine it with a major third interval. So here's our minor third, excuse me, and then we've got our major third, and then we're gonna throw a minor third on top of that. Perfect, so we've got minor third, and then this major third in the middle. It's kind of sandwiched. This is almost like a perfect Oreo chord, because we've got a minor third, a major third, and then a minor third, kind of sandwiching it. And it's just delicious. It just has this beautiful, really chill vibe to it. I really like these minor 7th chords, so we're gonna call this a minor 7th. Now you might be asking, what would happen if you took this minor chord, but you threw a major interval on top? You wanna hear what that sounds like? Oh man, it gets real spicy real quick. We've got our minor third, then we've got our major third, and then we're gonna swap this out for another major third. Oh man. Oh, that sounds so spicy. That B just, it just sounds so spicy. It sounds like kind of like a spy chord, wouldn't you say? Like maybe it sounds like a James Bond kind of chord. Man, it's super spicy, super hip, super jazzy. So we would call this one a major, minor, 7th. Major because we've got this kind of majorness going on here in the top, and then minor because it's built on top of a minor chord foundation. Awesome, well hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. I had a lot of fun playing with some Oreos. Oh man, that was so good. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.